Hello there, I'm Brandy Sims, and welcome to Experience the MFL. The Minor Football League has helped dozens of athletes continue their playing careers beyond high school and college, and here to discuss the MFL is Chairman and CEO Richard Myles. Hey Richard, how you doing?
Fine.
Good to see you. Now, for those folks not familiar with MFL, why don't you tell us a little bit about the league?
Well, the MFL provides an opportunity that you don't generally find outside of college or professional football. As you know, it's no more junior college football in the area. And as opposed to young men going to school, getting their degree, which I'm all for, by not being football there, you and I know they might end up another way, although the parents want them to receive that degree. But the MFL, if you're in school, you can play in the MFL.
Now, how many teams in the league and where are they located?
Well, we're at approximately 12 teams around the country. In the DMV area, we have 6, the Washington Chiefs, the Prince George's County Eagles, the Virginia Cardinals, the Baltimore Buccaneers, the Howard County Dolphins, and the Chargers up in Frederick, Maryland.
Now, how does someone get involved if they want to play, for instance, an up-and-coming player who wants to continue their playing career? How do they get involved with the MFL?
Well, just like the NFL, we have open tryouts that's going on right now. For those guys that's in junior college, they have an opportunity to come out as well. And they can also go to our website, which is themfl.org, or they can call us 240-551-8031 to get involved.
Now, when does the season begin, and what's the schedule like for the various teams?
Well, the season runs from June to August. We have, the teams is located, as I stated early, in the area. The teams are, mainly consist of, we sign 60 players on each team. And like I say, we need to sign approximately 300 players.
Okay. So folks watching, if they want to get involved and come out and perhaps trial for the team, what do they need to do? Is there a number or a website they can go for information?
Absolutely. They can go to themfl.org, or they can call 240-551-8031. Also, if you go to the website, we also have tickets as a special promotion to experience the MFL. We have season tickets. We'll admit 4 people, all 7 games for $100. So.
Great. What other opportunities for non-players? Are there coaching opportunities or perhaps opportunities for cheerleading?
Absolutely. We have open trials for the 6 teams in the area. We're looking to sign 100 dance teams. We also have an opportunity for head coaches in the areas. We're looking for a head coach, offensive, defensive coordinator, special team coaches, offensive line, linebacker coach, defensive back coach. So those are some of the opportunities there for people that are interested in coaching as well.
Okay. I kind of want to move off the subject and talk a little bit about something that's near and dear to your heart. I know you went to Cardozo High School, and every year you put on a Cardozo High School Hall of Fame. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and what's going on there?
Oh, absolutely. Last night we had a wonderful turnout as usual. We had almost like 100 people there. What I did, because Cardozo High School, or the inner high as a whole, is never recognized. And what I do every year, I do a Hall of Fame dinner for the all-Met players, be it football, basketball, swimming, or track. And we do it every year. We'll nominate guys to go in. We'll nominate one kid, guy, I should say, not kid. In particular, he's from the area. He went to Cardozo, did real well at Hampton and in the pros. Cash, he will be on later on in the show. But these are some of the type of guys, and if people are not familiar with inner high football, Cardozo played in the first 3 city championship games and won 2. And we nominate Frank, one of the guys went in, his name was Frank Howard. Right, but he was on the 59 team. Well, in fact, the team that beat Coach John Thompson when he was in Catholic school. So these are some of the guys was recognized that need to be recognized. So that's why we put that on every year.
Great. Who are some of the other inductees into
well, we have a great coach, Coach Bob Hatton. Everybody know Coach at Woodson, won several championships there along with Cardozo High School. We also had Bruce Williams. He went to Howard University, played at Denver. Very successful businessman. I mean, William Eskew, he was a basketball player, went at college, did very well. Lionel Bullock, but these are some of the guys in the list of a whole lot of guys that went in last night. Approximately about out of the 10, 8 was inducted last night.
Yeah, Cardozo has a storied history of great athletes, not just football, basketball, but track. I mean, who are some of the players who've come through that high school over the years that people may not be familiar with?
Michael Flood, he has the record, he probably still hold the record in cross country running as far as track. And we had Coach Galley was a great track coach down there. And these are some of the people that people might not heard about, but was very successful, at Cardozo.
Okay. What inspired you to put on that event?
Well, it's it's an elite class of individuals, and I myself I was one of the guys that made All-Met at Cardozo High School at middle linebacker. So some of the guys like Butch Savage, people I seen before me, Superman Sims, I always looked up to them, and I said, one day I'm going to do that. And it just gave me, some goosebumps that I'm actually in a class with these individuals. So I don't have enough words to say being in that company. But, these are great athletes who did well in college as well as in business world.
Yeah, folks may not know that you were an athlete back in the day. Why don't you tell us about your playing experience?
Oh, yeah, well, absolutely. I had the opportunity, like as I stated earlier, I made All-Metropolitan at Cardozo High School, had a chance to go to Arizona State, played under Frank Kush, great coach there. Kind of an opportunity to play up in New England with the Patriots. These are some of the things that a lot of people don't get that opportunity to do, and I was fortunate enough to have that opportunity. And I never forgot where I come from. So doing things like this, it's all about putting kids first, and that's what the MFL is about. That's what the Washington Chiefs about.
Yeah, coming up through the mean streets of Washington, D.C., I know a lot of kids nowadays, they get sidetracked by the temptation. How are you able to bypass, succeed, and get to the ultimate goal, which is the National Football League?
It was hard, but being D.C., I understand the different traps that was there. Fortunately, I had some people that looked out for me and made sure, because I was just like any other young man, I was getting in trouble, but someone seen something in me and kind of steered me on the right track. And my mother and father was in that same home, and that was a plus there. I just had people watching out for me, and by the help of the Lord, I did what I was supposed to do, and it paid off in the end.
Yeah, who were some of your role models, or perhaps people that you looked up coming up?
Well, my dad, and then my mom, they was in the home, as I said. And then I had uncles and stuff that played football for Cardozo. And I was always around guys that was playing in the high school, and they were always carried me along with them. So, I had a chance to see, and I said, one day that's going to be me. Although you're thinking that, you want to go to the NFL, but, the realization of it is, the NFL mean not for long. So I don't think a kid should feel fell anything short if he don't make the NFL. That's why the MFL is here. So, it's no problem with shooting for the sky, but if you miss, it's no problem, because, life will go on anyway. So these are some of the things I try to instill in other people as well as, my kids as well.
What was your playing experience like at Cardozo High School?
It's something that I always wanted to do. I got an opportunity to play there. I almost got cut because I got there late. But Mr. Hedden told something to me, Coach Hedden, that the other coaches didn't see, and he said no, because he came down to recruit me, and ever since then my life changed. So it was great. It was great having that opportunity, and I'm glad I didn't go to Dunbar. My experience, up there, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Then you went on to college at Arizona State. What was that like?
It was hot. As you know,
Tempe, right?
Yeah, Tempe, Arizona, and they was always talking about don't go into Arizona. Don't go into Phoenix, and I wonder why. But I did not have any problems coming from D.C. With anybody. I didn't have any racial problem. Only problem we had with Arizona because of the rivalry, But other than that, it's you work hard to get where you want to be at, and it was a great experience out there at Arizona State. I loved it. Just the weather was just too much for me, but experience at Arizona State was great.
And I want to talk to you about your NFL experience. How did you get into the NFL? Were you drafted, or did you have to?
Yeah, I was
agent?
drafted in the late rounds.
Okay.
Went to New England, and I was kind of excited because a lot of people look at it. You always look. You want to get in the NFL, but when that opportunity come, I was shooting basketball. A lot of people was sitting around waiting. That was driving me crazy. So when I did get the call, my brother and them came up and got me. I thought they was joking because most of the guys you see at the draft would be the guys that's gonna come in the number one pick and stuff. Most of the guys that get drafted, you don't really see them. Those are the guys that get the phone call. Then you get teams that say, if you there at this round, we're going to get you, and you're excited about that. Then somebody else ended up getting you. I wanted to play for the Washington Redskins because I'm from D.C., but that didn't manifest. So, it was exciting.
Okay, final question. I want to ask you about your experience with the New England Patriots. I mean, what was that like?
Business.
Your fondest memory there.
Don't want to remember the Super Bowl, Walter Payton then, but actually having the opportunity to play there, that team was incredible. I don't think no matter what we did that day, it wasn't going to help.
So you had a chance to play in the Super Bowl?
I had a chance to play against Walter Payton then. It was a day that no one want to remember, but it's a great experience.
Great. Thanks for joining us, Richard. And folks, you can come experience the MFL.